Alright, I think we're live. I made some changes to the microphone, so I hope it's picking up well. You guys will have to let me know. Welcome everyone, it's good to see everyone today. We had our first super chat. Sergeant Tank, much love bro, keep on keeping on. Thank you Sergeant Tank, really appreciate it Jeremy, everyone should check out his channel. Let's see. Sounds great. Good. Reef and Library Aquatics is here. Hello. Reef and Library Aquatics wants a Pac-Man frog. Let's see. I still gotta get things set around here. Charles says, is Bob in the same room as me? I don't think so. I think I'm way behind chat, so I'm just gonna scroll to the bottom. So sorry if I missed you, if everyone said hi. Hello everyone. And today's topic of the day, just making sure. All right, there we go. So you see the topic is, what did I say? Am I burned out? I don't really know that I'm burned out. Challenge the Wild is here. Hello buddy. We still got to get on your live stream one of these days. Taylor, hello Taylor. So I don't necessarily know that I'm burnt out more than bored, and I'm trying to decide if I'm burnt out or if I'm bored. I don't feel like I'm burnt out, but AMA Aquatics, I did get your email and I will email you back afterwards. Sashimi Jimmy, are you in town yet or are you still on the road? Nisi with the $10 super chat. Bob, thanks for all you do. Thanks for teachers. Thank you, Nisi. Really appreciate it. But I feel like I'm just making the same videos over and over and over and over and over. And so I think I'm just getting bored, not necessarily burnout. Joseph Jeffries, how you doing? Charles Fish Tanks has some hot tips. Taylor says, Nisi is so sweet. So Bob, next Monday on, I'm not sure yet. Charles, if you have some tips, give me some hot tips. I'm looking for all the advice. What do you guys want to see? Time for some salt water. I'm thinking about it. We'll see. You are still enjoying water changes. I am still enjoying water changes, definitely. Fan Row says, good day Bob, what's the name of the pleco that looks like a dragon and can you have it in a heavily planted 90-gallon cube with some apistos? That looks like a dragon? And what is NOK? Somebody look up NOK and tell me what that is. Sorry, I don't know what that is, but salt is the rabbit hole. Yep. AMA Aquatic says, you may feel bored, but we the fish fam love you and all you do for us. I guess I feel like Rainbow Tropheus. I do love my Tropheus. I really love the Tropheus I have. Reef and Library Aquatic says, I've given up on trying to get him to do saltwater. It's not happening. It will eventually. It's about 8 NOK to $1. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. Do you have any more? I think they all look like dragons, so I'm not sure which one you're looking for. Do you know color or size or anything at all? Anything would be helpful. This just means you need new fish and move that 220 in the house. Bob, you said you want to get an octopus. I know you want an octopus, but I don't know that I want one. It'd be cool, but I don't think I'd ever see it. Kayla says, Bob, it's time for a pond with a goldfish. I wish I could have a pond. The pleco that is green and has long fins. That is a long fin green dragon. All you have to do is Google long fin green dragon, and whether it's good with apistos, it's an ancistrus, it's a bushy nose pleco, but whether it's good with apistos really depends on the apistos. So some of them will be okay and some of them won't be, and that could be the same species as well. So you could have like The McMaster Eye, where some would be good with it and wouldn't care about it, but some are going to be a little more angry and probably pick at the fins. Kang Lee, how you doing, my friend? Jimmy will spark your interest again when he gets there. Yeah, that guy has a lot of energy, I feel. Definitely. The stream needs a koi pond. I would never have a koi pond. I would never, ever, ever have a koi pond. Well, I guess that's what I said about bettas too, and now I have like a dozen of them. So, use the 220 for, it's a 240 gallon. Use the 240 for a fish fam tank. Let us vote on everything. I can't do that because I need that tank for the Mabu puffer. For Little Steen needs that tank. What about getting into some exotic plants if there are any? I've done the exotic plants thing. I don't know if I still have my pictures. I'll post some pictures on my group maybe. When I used to do like all the rare, super expensive plants. I think I paid $90 for like an Anubias that was like that size, like one little rhizome. So I've definitely done the rare plant thing. But it sucks when you buy a $90 plant and then it dies. So, what is good food for cherry shrimps? Anything algae related. I don't even really feed my cherry shrimp. If you look at my breeding fish for profit tank, there's cherry shrimp in there, probably a few thousand of them. You can just find that on my channel if you haven't seen it. And they pretty much just eat the leftover food for the guppies and the plecos. And I feed it really heavy, like algae wafers. The Soylent Green Rapashi. That's a big thing I feed them. Cucumbers, things like that. Doglips42 with the 2 pounds, sharing the love. Thank you, buddy. I really appreciate it. I have not done videos on them. That is true. I have not done videos on rare plants. Kang Lee says, how's the flame moss? Did you do anything interesting with it? Kang Lee, it was in today's video, actually. I put it in one of my 40-gallon breeder planet tanks, so we'll see how well that does. I've considered going into carnivorous plants when I got bored. I think that could be fun, but I don't know that that's for me. And I don't even know, because I'm not really even that bored. I just feel like maybe other people are bored, because I was looking back on my channel and all my videos are pretty much the same thing, just doing water changes and tank maintenance. So it just doesn't seem very exciting to me. We all burn out after a while, Bob. Just rekindle your interest. Yeah, I did get some new fish that I've never had before. Those are coming in Friday. So hopefully that'll help. The Fish Life, how you doing, Sam? Set up a biotope tank that emulates the chosen environment almost perfectly, aka no visible filters, equipment. I don't know that I could do discus, Chaz. Good to see you back, Chaz. I haven't seen you in forever, but I've seen you in some live streams lately, so definitely good to see you back, buddy. Time to do a PC build video. I don't think that would go over well on my channel. What do you mean by you're burned out? I don't even know if I'm burned out, Sam. It's just, I'm kind of in a slump. I'm in a rut. And I don't know if it's from being burned out or if it's from being bored. If you guys look back on my channel before like this last month, I was getting new fish like every other week. All the time I was always getting something new and it always kept me interested. But in the last month I haven't got anything new. And I don't know if that's why, but I did order some new fish this week. So maybe that'll help. Glad you could be here. Life has been busy lately. Oh, glad I could be here. Let's see. Take a break if you feel you need it. Tanks for Teachers fun. Thank you, AMA Aquatics. I'm not going to take a break at all. That's taking a break is the worst thing you can do when you're in a slump. Absolutely the worst thing you could do. Start gunsmithing again. I mean, I still work on them, but I don't know. I still gotta maintain the channel. I'm not giving up on the channel at all. Never. I made a commitment to do this for 2 years, and that's not gonna change for anything. Set up a new system. It's the best way to freshen up. Fishuation says, I was bored this weekend, so I went to buy more fish. Yep. That's kind of how I felt. Kayla says, yeah, Bob used to have an unboxing every week. Yep. Yep. A tank of all the rare Steenfott gobies. The problem with gobies is it takes so much work to get them to actually look like they do in the pictures. Get more into wild angelfish. That's the idea. What's your new channel about? I don't know if I'm going to do the new channel. How about you do fish store tours like what I do sometimes? There's not a lot of fish stores in my area. That's the problem. Maggie says, okay, so I'm a complete newbie. Who is Jimmy? Jimmy is Sashimi Whiskey. If you see him on my channel, he's a moderator. What's the best way, in your opinion, to grow out bristlenose fry? Lots and lots of food and lots of water changes. 183 watching. Hit that like button, folks. Yes, please. Every like helps. Every dislike helps too, so don't be afraid to dislike. New channel, Bob reviews hats. I've had the same hat for like 8 months. I don't think that's gonna work. Why not set up a BioCube as a reef and see how it goes? Because reef, I've done the BioCube reef thing, and I didn't like it. I don't like that it's too small. It's way too small. I need at least 75 gallons if I'm going to do saltwater. There's Sashimi Jimmy Whiskey right there. Unholy Orders with the $2 super chat. What's up, Bob? Any fish room tours of local hobbyists? Now, see, that's an idea. I should put a word out and see if anyone would be interested in that. The problem with that, though, is that people think, a lot of people have unrealistic expectations of what people make on YouTube, and they get butthurt when you're making money on their fish room. I've ran across it a couple times, and I don't know, they seem to always want something for it. What is my favorite guppy? The panda guppy. Panda guppy. Let's see. Why don't you beg for money like Joey? I don't think Joey was begging for money. I think some other people have been begging for money, but I don't know that Joey was. Sounds like you need to take a trip. Yes. Is Dwayne still here? Dwayne, if you're still here, I'm still working on narrowing down dates. I promise you it is a priority. I bought a tangerine colored discus last weekend. As soon as I saw it in the store, I had to have it. I bartered it down to 60. From 60 to 45, it was a rush. Nice. Dwayne is still here. Yeah, buddy, I'm still working on getting the dates. There's just a lot of things going on right now, so yeah, I'm working on it. That's the best I got for you right now. I'm sorry. They get their fish room and shout out over a popular channel. I hope there is still a slot left. Yes, they have nothing booked next year is what he told me. So he said that they are wide open for any time. The biggest bag is solid gold. You said no discus. Why not? They're an awesome fish. They look awesome. However, I don't know that I want to put the time in to care for them. The moral of the story is, Bob, that you should take more risk. If you always do the same thing with minimal risk, you will lose interest. I enjoy your channel, Slump or not. Yeah, I mean, I'll get over it. You just got to keep going. You know, like when Michael Jordan is in a slump, he didn't stop shooting the basketball. You know, you just keep going. You get past it. How about a raffle with the winner designs a freshwater tank that you make? See, the problem you're gonna have, or the problem I'm gonna run into with other people designing my tanks and choosing my stocking, is what if people vote to have an Oscar? Like, I really could care less about having an Oscar, and not that there's anything wrong with Oscars. They're awesome fish, they look awesome, but they're just not for me. And so if I have to get a fish that I don't care or I'm not passionate about, then that's certainly not going to help the situation. Big Steen is on par with Michael Jordan. I loved Michael Jordan when I was a kid, so that's why I used him. He was definitely my favorite. All creators go through a slump. Your channel is great. Yeah, and I realize that. I see it with everyone. Absolutely everyone. That's why I'm not worried about it. And like I said, I don't even know what it is. It's just, I just feel like I'm doing the same thing over and over and over, and I don't know. After an incident with cockroach last night, I sense I'm not built for Peru. Cockroaches. 240 full of pea puffers. All Oscars just sit there. All Oscars have just slit their fins. What's up, everyone? Adam C, how you doing? How long does it take for an albino bristlenose pleco, or how long does it take for an albino bristlenose pleco to grow to adult breeding size? That's a really hard question to answer. Remember, you aren't in the hobby to keep YouTube. I always prioritize my life and hobby over the internet. Yep, absolutely, Charles. Bob, what do you feel like you need to do right now about fish keeping? What would you put in a 10-gallon? Deb Schramm says, like the reptile idea. Yeah, I really need to get some reptiles. Absolutely. I agree. My wife has over 300 videos and still going. She's been through a couple of ups and downs as far as feeling the channel and whatnot. I'm glad you have this community to help you keep you going. Yeah, I'm glad you guys are all here. Joel Hernandez says, green tree monitors, get one. That's my bucket list reptile. The green tree monitor, or the blue tree monitor, or even the black tree monitor. Man. Sorry. Just taking a quick timeout. You should get a hognose snake. I really like the hognose snakes too. Freshwater Aquatics says, try to redo a tank. That's kind of what I've been doing. So if you haven't caught today's video, it was only like a 5-minute video, right? But I think I got the message off that I'm trying to get back into focusing on my tanks and making them look like they're supposed to, like they should, because I don't think they look good at all. How big do tree monitors get? About 3.5, 4 feet if you're counting the tail. They're not, and they're really slim. That's the nice thing. How many fish do you have altogether? Probably over 1,000. Do a video on plants and where to place them. It gets real confusing about the different plants when starting out in the plant world. Okay, I'm getting a lot of advice for plant videos. I can certainly do that. I actually do have the ability to get plants very cheap. I can't believe how small they are. So cute. I'll never come over if you get snakes. Did you guys hear that explosion? I'm curious if you guys heard that explosion. I don't know if my microphone picked that up, but dogs are barking now. Concentrate on having fun instead of YouTube stats. Yeah, and that's Val. That's an excellent point. I did put that in my video. Like, I haven't even looked at my subscriber count until I have it on the screen here. So I didn't look at it all weekend. And honestly, the subscriber count is something that I haven't been focusing on in a long time. When I first got into YouTube, and I think a lot of people make this mistake, was when they first get into YouTube and first start their channel, they really get focused on the subscriber count, and that's like one of the least important stats. You don't get paid on subscribers. In a roundabout way, you do. In a very roundabout way. Bob, pay attention to your live stream. Yep. Clowns are... Oh, wait. So you guys did hear the explosion? Yeah. So I live very close to a place called Boom City, and there's another one, and they sell, it's an Indian reservation, so they sell illegal fireworks. And here comes my dog, because she does not like fireworks. Come here. Come here. Oh, there goes my green screen. Don't worry about that. We're gonna leave that there. Thanks, dog. I have a portable green screen and it just fell over in case you couldn't tell. And now you can see over here with my sound deadening material. That's fine. We're going to keep it like that. Go outside and spend time in the outdoors with the family. Oh, I still do that. The latter is the heck of a lot more important than YouTube. Taylor and Bob sitting in a tree doing something they shouldn't be. That's actually pretty funny. You heard it. Show us your dog. I just tried to show you my dog and she knocked over my green screen. What side is this on? Over here? This is not going to work well. I'm just going to leave it. Boom City, not to be confused with Boom Boom City. I'm going to see if I can do this without knocking over my green screen again. Come on. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come on. Come up. Come here. Oh, come here. Come here. Oh, come here. Oh, come here. Oh, everybody wants to see you. Look. Look at the camera. Oh, she's too scared. Here, come sit under here. She likes to sit at my feet when the fireworks go off. 311 says, hit like or dislike people. I concur. Like or dislike, either one. Do you ever scale down when you get bored, or do you always scale up? I don't scale up. I certainly don't scale down because I know it's just a phase. That's all it is. Woohoo, I thought this was Stanford Aquatics. I don't even know what that means. Ever thought about setting up a pond? Yes, Jay. Yes. How old is the dog? She's going to be, well, she's 10.5 years old. Mariana Young says, I'm doing a rainbow tank because of your passion for the fish. You know what's something that I would love to do is be able to get rainbow fish and sell them. I did that once about a month ago. I don't know if you guys saw that, to Kyle's Wild World. And just being able to get rainbow fish out there was pretty awesome. And I felt pretty good about sharing rainbow fish with someone else. Now's the perfect time to set up your 240 or maybe go buy a 120. Charles, it's not fair that I've already talked to you about my plans and what I want to do. So, my green screen is basically made out of PVC pipes. Hey, look at that. It's basically like a PVC pipes with a green sheet over it. So, it looks like I got it back though. It's pretty good. Whoa. Okay, I'm going to stop screwing with it. Bob, what are the best water parameters for rainbow fish? Well, it depends, but most rainbow fish, 75 degrees, neutral pH, and they're the most forgiving fish you're ever going to have. The rainbow fish reseller is your passion, then go for it. Yeah, I mean, I didn't even make, I think I made like $2 a fish off that deal. And it wasn't even about that, right? It was just fun to give someone else some rainbow fish. Do a video of you and your dog hiking and show us how you pick driftwood. Yes, that is definitely on the list. Went to Cleveland Aquarium this weekend and they had an epic rainbow tank. I've heard that before. Also had a stunning discus tank. My vote definitely goes for 100% environment replicated tank. That green screen is working. Yep. Seriously, I made it out of PVC pipes that were just laying around in my garage from other like fish projects. And then I just had a green sheet. Like you go on Amazon and to buy like a green screen, they're pretty expensive. I bought rainbow fish because of you. I also tried and failed to find really nice rainbows. If I'm going to do it, I want to do rainbow fish that are pure and not hybrids. That is going to be really, really hard to do, but it can be done. So about half of my rainbow fish are true, and about the other half are Florida farm bred. Pretty much anything you get at a pet store is going to be Florida farm bred, which means they're actually Bob won't do the drive. Oh, I don't know what we're talking about with the drive. I found you because I want rainbow fish. That is true. Challenge the Wild. Everyone should check out his channel. It's basically blowing up. Really, really nice kid. Did you see the huge inverted aquarium in the pond I put on the Facebook group? You mean like the 200 gallon tank that was like on end with the one little goldfish in it? The traffic is bad there. The traffic is terrible here. If Corey wanted to hire you, actually Bob won't do the... Oh, are you talking about working at Aquarium Co-op? Two problems with that. I'll never, ever, ever work retail again. And yeah, definitely the drive. When I was there, I think 2 times ago, granted I was going home on a Friday night, but it took 3.5 hours to get home. 3.5 hours. And this place, his store is probably, what would you say, like 30, maybe 40 miles away? Not even that bad. How many switch does Corey want? What? How many Malawi cichlids can I put in a 30 gallon? Not very many. Maybe like a breeding trio if you're lucky. I don't blame you for hating retail. I did retail for 10 years. Nothing will make you hate people like working retail. Actually, that's not true. I will drive him to Corey if I can play with your gold. I will drive him Corey if I can play with your goldfish, Corey. So the only thing that's worse than retail is doing technical support over the phone. 2 things I will never ever do again. With Corey getting so big, he could use Lean Steen as a bodyguard. That's funny. Great, back to traffic life. Well, it depends on where you live, Jimmy. Yes, sir. I can't remember the name of the man that has the rainbows from where your rainbows came from. Gary Lang. So, the only place that you can really find... I don't know if you're in the U.S. Gary Lang is basically the rainbow god here in the U.S. And he is on Aquabid, which is... a lot of people know that. Aquabid.com. And his username is just Rainbow Fish. So I'll look right now. Apparently my dog is not scared anymore and wants out. Come on. Alright, stay there. See if I care. His username on Aquabid is just Rainbow Fish. So you know it's him if it's Rainbow Fish. Let's look. But there's also other really good breeders on Aquabid. And they're actually not very expensive. It's the shipping that gets kind of expensive. Gary Lang invented rainbows. Let's see. There's also, if you're looking, Roseline17 is another username of a really, really good rainbow breeder. No good ones on there now. Ooh, someone got in trouble. In the UK, Corey is... I've never heard that. Remote control in to fix, and they will not leave the mouse alone. I'm so tired from blowing up all the whoopee cushions for Jimmy's arrival. Sherry says, remote control in to fix, and they will not leave the mouse alone. I didn't even have that ability. I mean, I had somebody... So, I could tell stories for days about retail and working in a call center. Not fish related, so I'm only going to tell one story. And I actually had somebody call in because their internet wasn't working, and I asked them if they got any errors on the screen or you know, just what they were looking at, and she said nothing. I'm like, so there's no errors? She's like, no. I'm like, well, what's on the screen? She's like, nothing, it's black. And I'm like, did you turn the monitor on? And she's like, what do you mean I have to turn the monitor on? I turned my computer on. She didn't realize that the monitor had a separate power button than the computer. Was I the one in trouble? Jimmy, it's a trap. LOL, I'm turning around. I am. I searched his name on Aquabid. I didn't know his username. Awesome, thanks. Yep. Joel Hernandez with the $2 super chat just cuz. Let's see. Was I the one in trouble? Yep, Harry, you were. Oh, and then somebody got timed out. What do we got going on here? Oh, yep. Freshwater Aquatics, lots of emojis will probably get you timed out. Hey Bob, can I call you for tech support? Yeah, I don't mind helping friends. That's why I went from running my IT support company to software developers. Yeah, it's really unbelievable. What driftwood do you buy? The only driftwood I ever buy is Malaysian driftwood, and it has to be on super duper sale. Otherwise, it's way too expensive. Wishful thinking, someone tried to make it work. Thanks. Oh, so many older people lack common computer knowledge. Mariana Young must have been a blonde. I don't think so. I mean, obviously she could have been, but I don't. That's just the worst one I can remember right now. I'm sure there's a lot worse. I would only call you for Apple tech support. I would tell you to get rid of it. Boom City is no fun. I was there on Saturday. I don't know. Are you local, Kent? I was there on Saturday. 2 guppies give birth this morning. 40 to 55 babies. Well, I hope that's a good thing. I hope you're happy about that. I put spiderwood in my tank. Water turned cloudy. Normal. Yes, Mike. Absolutely. And it'll even get like white fungus growing on it. Perfectly normal. You can scrape it off. It's probably going to go on for a month or 2. Steenfott Aquatics, greatest live video ever. Thank you. How about the guy who called in and could not get his computer running? It was wireless Wi-Fi, so he never plugged it in. I've gotten that one too, Rob. Isn't it supposed to be wireless? Yep. That's actually a pretty common one. Apples are overpriced, underpowered traps. I feel like they have their place, but I definitely think they're overpriced. Best fish for shrimp. What kind of shrimp? Steenfott Aquatics, rainbow or red tail sharks? I wouldn't do either, but I kind of fancy the rainbow sharks over the red tail. My father thought the disk drive was to hold his cup of coffee. Yep. Just showed up. Is your burnout caused by jealousy that Jimmy is the new Robin to Corey's Batman? No. That's actually pretty funny though. I'm going through a stage of wanting to turn my Malawi tank into a community tank. Is it wise? So here's a story. When I first got back into fish keeping, I started with a planet tank. Then I got kind of bored of that and found African cichlids, and I thought, man, it would be so much easier to have African cichlids than worrying about fertilizers and plants and all this stuff. So I scrapped all that and went to African cichlids, and then I don't know, a little bit later I got bored of that and missed my plants, so I scrapped all of that and went back to plants, and then I just came to the realization that I just needed both. And now, like 30 fish tanks later, here I am. So going to buy some Amano shrimp at the weekend. Anything I should look out for? I think you're pretty safe with Amano shrimp. Just look for like little hair type things on them. I forget what it's called. I'm not really the best with shrimp. Bob has got to be Bane. Steenfott Aquatics, where can I buy some green guppy fish? Any ideas? Just Aquabid. I don't know your local fish stores, so just Aquabid is all I can tell you. Did you tell Corey before you took the job, Jimmy, you got to get rid of Malawi's first? Yep, definitely. How about a Frontosa tank? I really like Frontosa, Mike. The problem is I would want them in a really big tank. If I got them in anything smaller than like a 300 gallon, I just wouldn't be happy. Where is a good place to buy guppies? I don't know anymore. I've bought most of mine on Aquabid or just wholesale through my local fish store. Not that I bought them wholesale, just that they came from wholesalers, so not the best quality stuff. Wet Spot Tropical Fish is actually pretty good too. Best Rapashi for dwarf cichlids. I like Community, the Community formula. Guppy Train, but they are expensive. Yeah, and yeah, I don't know how I feel about Guppy Train anymore. Granted that I've never bought anything from them. I've just kind of heard some things through the grapevine lately, so I'd probably still try them out though. A guy says, hey man, just up from Corey's videos. Keep it up. Well, thanks, buddy. Really appreciate it. Aquarium clubs for guppies. I'm not sure. Having tons of Mbuna babies, should I buy more fry tanks and sell fish, or get out of it now and keep my display tank? Depends on your local market. Here in Washington, I would never be able to sell them, ever. If you're like in the East Coast, like cichlids are huge over there. Bracken is here. How you doing, buddy? Got a picture of the biggest baby bristlenose and a small one from a different batch. That's a month behind. We'll post on Facebook group. Sweet. Taylor Hernandez says Guppy Train ? Guppy Train is on Facebook, and they breed really high end quality guppies. I suppose is what they are. I've never bought from them. Would you recommend Repashy for those with a weak stomach? Yep, they can graze on it all day long and it'll last there. And I mean, you can leave Repashy in there for a long time. Does anyone know when the $1 per gallon sale is? I think it's right now, isn't it? Didn't it start on Sunday? I know if it didn't start this Sunday, it's really soon. Does anyone know? Okay, I just got that one. Has Taylor ever been to Aquarium Co-op? No. What's the Facebook group, Bob? My Facebook group is my name, Steenfott Aquatics. I think it starts the 9th. Is it next Sunday? It might be next Sunday. It's this month, though. It is this month. Nisi says, off to make dinner stuff. See you all awesome fish keepers in a few weeks. Thanks for the super chat, Nisi. Really appreciate it. I think the $1 per gallon sale starts this week. Yeah, it would be Sunday. So this Sunday. At Harry Wright Chippington. I think it's the 8th. It would be the 9th. Life with Pets. It's always on a Sunday. Super Laptop. Missed that. Cursor moved July 9th. Yep. Hopefully 75 gallons are on sale, but no high hopes. They weren't last time. Moving tanks around is no fun. Remember last time 40s and 55s were only half off. They weren't $1 a gallon. The trick is to go to PetSmart and get them to price match the $1 a gallon, and then you can get 40s. That's what I did. Oh, you mean people with weak stomach because of the smell? I don't think the smell is that bad, and it's only bad while you cook it. That's it. Once you're done making it, it doesn't smell bad. How long is the sale? Challenge the Wild. They're usually a month, usually 4 weeks. I remember the flyer, but I don't know the specifics, but it goes through August, not to the end of August, but I think it goes to like the first week or maybe the second week of August. Aqua Apprentice says, don't forget to hit the like button. That is true. 75s were on sale also, but you cannot find them. That's the other problem. I think you, Corey, LRB, and the rest of you need a single Facebook group. That would probably be helpful. What type of puffers are on the screen behind me? These are Amazon puffers. These are not full grown. They'll probably get around twice that size. Why is mid-Washington farmland? Where is the evergreen? You're in eastern Washington. Wait till you hit the mountains. Yeah, Paul Chippington, please answer Bob. What are we talking about, Paul Chippington? He passed away last week, so I hope we're not saying anything disrespectful. Paul Chippington was an amazing guy who another YouTuber that passed away last week. So finally made it. Darn, last minute trip to Walmart. Doesn't my wife know Monday nights are for live streams? Mr. Science Geek, good to see you, buddy. Harry Wright, so sorry to hear he passed. Yeah, sorry Harry, I think I missed some of your chats. Let's see if I can find it. Bob, Paul, who passed away last week, lived very close to me. Did he talk to you about UK stores? Nope. Paul is pretty special to me because he was one of my very first subscribers back when I started, and I only talked to him but a few times, but I don't know, he just always he has one of those really infectious personalities that just makes you smile just listening to him. So I really enjoyed his videos. I'm not seeing $1 per gallon sale on Petco's site. They never put it on the site really. What do you hope Corey adds to the 800 gallon? Well, I already know that he's doing I already know that he's doing clown loaches, but I don't know what I would have done in an 800-gallon tank. I mean, let's be real. It would be rainbow fish, but I don't know what else. Can I be in the Facebook group? Yeah, you just got to go to it and join it. Anyone can be in it. I asked about if he told you about Water Zoo. It was a place we both used. I've heard about Water Zoo just from other people talking about it, but I don't know anything specifics, and he never mentioned it to me. Taylor says I make my own goldfish food. It don't smell, just looks gross. Rapashi looks kind of interesting too. What's the best size quarantine tank? Mariana Young. A lot of people have different opinions on that. I do 10-gallon or 20 gallons. A lot of people like smaller quarantine tanks because it takes less medication to treat them. So you'll keep your cost down if you do smaller ones. But the fish I'm buying, or the fish I'm getting in this week, I don't know how big they're going to be. They were just listed as medium to large. So I can't even set up a quarantine tank really until I get them. I met him once, great man, taken too soon. Yeah, he was a really, really good guy. Wish we had tank sales in the UK. I just hope they're all $1 a gallon. Not this half off crap again. I'd put a single pea puffer in the 800-gallon tank. I would do a huge school of one species of rainbow fish and like 200 corridoras, all the same species. What am I getting? I can tell you how large the special fish are, Bob. Well, I'm not really one of those people that just does like teasers and reveals. So I would tell you I'm getting Leopoldi angelfish, 6 of them. Corey can breed an army of pea puffers in the 800-gallon. Rapashi stinks, but man, my fish like it. Yep. And again, it only stinks while you make it. Let's see. Tell you how large. Yep. So, Charles, how large is medium to large going to be? Am I going to be okay quarantining 6 of them in a 20-gallon tank? You're in my spot, dog. Random. Can a glass tank be drilled? Some of them. Some of them can. Only 200? Bob, don't Amazon puffers need brackish water? Nope. Are they true freshwater puffers? Yes. And they make great community puffers for community fish. However, you either want one or a group of them. You can see them eating the snails now. If you have like 2 or 3, they might get aggressive towards each other. Taylor would do goldfish. Bob, ever breed pufferfish? Is it difficult? I've never even looked it up, Steve, but it sounds like a pain. I know all the aggressive pufferfish. I don't even know, like Mabu puffer. Granted, it's the biggest puffer in the world, right? But you'd probably need like thousands and thousands of gallons of tanks to breed those. Well, cat's out of the bag. Expect 3 to 4 inches when they come in. I think a 20-gallon is sufficient, given some vertical cover like driftwood or plants. All right, that's what I'll do. If hopefully Sashimi Jimmy can come get his fish before I get my angelfish, but I know that's not going to happen. Bob, when is the next update on that 134s? I just had them in a video not too long ago. There's really not a lot going on there. That'll be the some hours of YouTube video watched later. I think the spotted Congo is my favorite puffer. Yeah, I like those ones too. Are the Leopoldi going to be getting good red in their fins? I don't know. They're wild caught. Could be anything. Well, not anything, but you know what I mean. Good fish for cherry shrimp, guppies, nanofish, rasboras, some of the smaller barbs like the neon green barb is one, or not barb. What am I thinking? Neon green rasbora. That's, I don't know why I'm saying barbs. But yeah, any of the nanofish, really smaller tetras like the Takano tetra would be good, although they're a little spendy. Do you ever quarantine plants, or is it a bleach dip good enough? The only time I quarantine plants is when I'm buying them wholesale. That's it. If I'm getting them from a pet shop, I won't quarantine them because I don't care about snails. Are these Leopold? Okay, I already had those. When's the updates on the shell dwellers? Yeah, I need to get that one out. Lon Hansen changed his name, I guess. if that's the real big fly, good to see you. Yes, the Leos will have ruddy purple in their fins, beautiful under the right light. That's going to be the trick. Bob, this might be a silly question, but when young... What? Okay. Hold the phone. I'm having trouble with this one. Bob, this might be a silly question, but when young, do female leopard frog pleco go in caves like males? I'm new to the hobby. I think I have 4 males. They all love the caves I have. Normally, so I haven't kept them long enough or diversely enough between the sexes to tell you, but I can tell you my males are the only ones that hang in the tubes. My females do hide, but never in tubes. Anybody have problems with fluval planet tank substrate just disappearing from their tank? I feel like it would. I kind of feel like most of the aquarium soil would dissolve over time. I know it's happening in my tank, but I have like really low quality, in my opinion, brand. What fish related equipment do you want that you haven't had a chance to get yet? There is, I don't know, is it a cop-out if I say an aquarium? Equipment. That's a good question. I don't know that there's been anything like really mind-blowing coming out that I have to have. The last thing that came out that I have to have was the Fluval Fresh Implant LED light, and I absolutely love that thing. But otherwise, I just don't feel like there's really any innovative product coming out on the market. Puffer Chris says, Bob, I love your Honduran red points. Thank you, so do I. I'm actually really surprised that I like them, but they are awesome. How do Honduran red points compare to cichlids attitude-wise? My pair are completely harmless. Even when spawning, they'll chase off fish, but I've never seen them nip a fish. I've never seen them like deadly go after a fish, ever. Anthony says, I want a fresh implant. Those look like great lights. Yeah, I'm loving it so far. Just bought my first Coolie Loach. I think that's how you spell it. That is not how you spell it, but it's close enough, and that's pretty awesome. You should get more. Pecco $1 per gallon sale runs from July 9th to August 19th. There it is, Wayne's Tank. Thank you very much. Let's see. 134 likes, not too bad. Good enough spelling for us. Yep. I'm not a Grammy Nazi. I'm not a spelling Nazi. As long as I know what you're saying, it's good enough for me. Later, just know your passion shows through all your videos. Thank you, Mariana Young. Mac Cypress LL is here. How you doing? Oh man, this hour has flown by. Get a bunch of them. They like to be in groups. Yep, I agree. Get more of them, and they'll basically, the more you have, the better behavior you'll get out of them. Ooh. Brendan's Life, that's an interesting question. Does anyone know a brand of thermometer that can send email alerts? Get out of here. Does anyone have panda loaches? I've looked at panda loaches. They're pretty neat when they're young, but I think they're pretty ugly as adults. Amazon Prime Day, July 11th. Stock up on tank. Wow. Amazon Prime Day is a complete and utter joke. An absolute joke. Granted, I got my TV there last year, but I got really lucky. I've yet to really find anything good on Amazon Prime Day for fish stuff. Riley says, I love your channel. I am a huge fan of all your content, and I watch your content before anyone else's content. I love rainbows and Tanganyikan and cichlids. Well, so do I, so thank you. Those are definitely my favorite. How dare you, Bob? Seriously, there's nothing good on Amazon Prime Day. I feel like Amazon Prime Day is just a way for them to get rid of all their crap that's been sitting in the warehouse for the last year that nobody wants to buy. Dwayne, Walon's channel has not changed. Regarding burnout, I just want to say I keep subscribing because I actually learn useful things from your videos. Well, thanks. I don't mind doing the videos. Like, it's not the videos or even the content. Like, I love doing water changes and I love filming water changes, but I feel like it's boring because that's all I do. I love the email saved, so I won't forget. Well, I have the email saved. I never found anything good on Prime Day. Yeah, I got my 40-inch TV for like $100 last year, and that was it. Neptune Apex system can send email alerts when your parameters are exceeded. There you go. I think that stuff's pretty expensive though. I feel like Amazon Prime Day is a way for them to boost sales in the summer, the usual lull in sales time after everyone's home from 4th of July. Yep. Robbie Rob says, bedtime for me, night everyone. Harry says, wrong chat. All right. I was wondering. I just assumed you were talking to someone else. Night, Robbie. Yep. Thanks for stopping by, buddy. Well, we got 7 minutes left. Just want to thank everyone for coming and listen to me cry about nothing, because really, you know, in the big picture of it, I started YouTube in October, and I really have nothing to complain about. Absolutely nothing. So, yeah, I don't mean to sound ungrateful or anything like that, but just in a little bit of slump. But I'll get over it. I used to buy the baby food I use for making my fish food on Amazon Prime Day. I never thought about looking for that. We got your back, Bob. Thank you, Dwayne. I promise you, Dwayne. I'll once I know. I need to figure out a few other things before I can get a date in. But I promise you, it is right on the front burner there. Tazawal Tank says, you mentioned wanting to do a trip to the African Rift Lakes. Any plans on when? I'm thinking about doing a similar trip. So next year is Peru, possibly the year after. I would absolutely love to do one collecting trip a year. Bob will bounce back. I have no doubt. I have no doubt that I'll bounce back. Is it normal for the Coolie Loach to follow the Cory cats, or is this aggressive behavior? He's by himself. He's probably just lonely. You need to get him more. Definitely. What fish do you keep, Taylor, or other animals? Goldfish and betta fish and dogs. What shrimp are best to have with bettas? Gonna depend on your betta. So I have 3 bettas that I keep with shrimp. No problems at all. I even have guppies in with one of them. No problems at all. The internet, however, will tell you that I am an absolutely horrible fish keeper for doing that, and that it's not possible. So I think it really just depends on the attitude of your betta. Bob, best get some cold water going. Do you know of anything I should avoid in dirt used for a tank? I know to use organic, but there are different brands. I will tell you the brand I use is Fox Farms. I forget the specific one. They have half a dozen different. Oh, it's Ocean Forest. There you go. Fox Farms Ocean Forest. That's what I use for my dirty tanks. I love it. The only thing that's really bad about it is it has vermiculite or perlite. It has those little white, whatever they are. I forget what they are. And they float. So if you uproot plants, you're gonna have a bad time. Bob Action Figures has Kung Fu grip and 3 changeable hats. I own about 3 hats, so that's pretty accurate. Okay, I will get more, definitely. The Cory cats are now rubbing, playing with it, so at least he has a friend. Yeah, definitely get more. They also like to burrow, so if you don't see it, don't be surprised. Don't think it's dead. They do burrow. Is keeping only 2 bronze Corys too little? Yes. 3 is like the absolute bare minimum. What do you think about the Fluval Flex? I would like to play with the Fluval Flex if it was free. I don't think I'd buy it because I don't like the curved glass enough to actually buy it. But if someone was giving one away, I would take it. Bob, I hope you enjoy the fort tomorrow. Take your mind off the lull. My phone is dying apparently. Yes, I spent way too much money on fireworks, so hopefully I just don't blow myself up. I've yet to do that. I've caught myself on fire a few times, but I've yet to blow myself up. Is a shoal of dwarf chain loaches okay in a community tank? Yes, absolutely. It'll be the coolest thing you've ever seen. Panacories are the best. Started with 9, now have 16. Yeah, I love Panacories. Probably one of the tightest schooling corridors that I've ever seen. Steenfott Aquatics, I found on Amazon a flood alert system. You set it up where the leaks might happen, and when it gets wet, you get a message. Definitely getting one of those for my tanks. I need that for water changes. Seth Cruz is here. Seth, I feel like I haven't seen you in forever. The Helleri are spawning. What do people think it's worth raising? What do people think? Is it worth raising up some fry? Seth, my opinion is it's always worth doing it the first time. For me, I always find the first time you spawn a fish, I always raise up the fry. Just to do it. People, hit that like button if you haven't before you leave. Yep, we hit 150 likes. That's really awesome. Do autocats burrow as well? Nope. Mine seem like they are great at hiding. They don't burrow, Nick, but that is how autos are, and they'll breed and you won't even know it. I usually, so my auto tank is pretty heavily planted, right? It's a 75-gallon crypt tank that's on my channel, and really the only time I see my autos is after a water change, because they'll all be schooling up and down the glass. And then also I'll have a little fry come out. So how are you, Sweet Pea? David, I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. You should get some Spanish rib newts. Yeah, I like those. Yeah, I really like those. You had like 20 likes last night. Yeah, that's really weird, Taylor. I don't know why. But I had a lot of upvotes like way before the stream started. So that was pretty awesome to see. I'm glad to have that support. I thank you and Corey for recommending the Fuval Fresh Water Plant 2.0 lights. Look good on the tank, but no plants just yet. Yeah, it's a really good light. Really, really good light. How can you kill pond snails without killing fish? You can get loaches. You can try to play with salt, but that's a dangerous game, my friend. Very interesting. The same here, only the time I see them is after the water change. Thanks, Bob. Yep, they're very good hiders. They're very, I wouldn't say they're timid. I just think they don't like hanging out in public. Corey should have put 1,000 autos in at 800 gallon. I would have loved to see. I don't know if you guys ever look at, like, I don't know, go like on National Geographic when they're filming in the Amazon, or just those, they have, you know, there's a lot of videos like that, but you can find videos like on YouTube of corridors schooling in the wild, and where there's just thousands of them, and it looks so awesome. Sean, I do not have a saltwater tank. Why was I cooking instead of Bob's stream? I don't know, Dank, but it's over now. What size tank would be good for 3 common plecos, 3 bala sharks, a red tail shark, and a rainbow shark, an opaline gourami, and a 4-inch or a 4-line Pictus cat? Army fish guy, you're gonna need a monster tank. I'm talking 300 gallons. Bala sharks get huge. Red tail sharks and rainbow sharks get really angry. Yeah, those are. I mean, common plecos get like 2 feet. So, yeah, you're gonna need the biggest tank you can afford, my friend. Still love you, Bob. Thanks, Dank. I still love you too, my friend. Bought first rainbow fish. Wait, where'd that go? Bought first rainbow fish today. A pair of pseudomagills. Thank you, Bob, for introducing me to the rainbow fish. Awesome. Carol, what kind did you get? Charles Fish Tank, thanks. Sell quite a few live bears to my local shops, but they don't really carry South American cichlids, and there are no clubs anywhere near me. No, that's going to make it a little harder. Yep, David says, my ballas are getting huge. Yeah, balla sharks get really big. How many hours of LED is too much if you wanted to go above 8 hours a day? It depends on your light, right? So if you have like a 45-watt LED light versus a 20-watt LED light, the 20-watt one you can leave on a lot longer. So it really depends. Yep, it is 6 o'clock, people. I have to go. Thanks for hanging out with me. I really appreciate everyone being here. You should put clams in your tanks. Sean, I've thought about it, but freshwater clams do not do well. They will always die. At least that's my opinion. I've never tried them, so I can't say that. Who's streaming next? Normally, it's Mr. Science Geek. I haven't heard him chime in to see if he is streaming today, but normally Mr. Science Geek follows me up. I don't know if he's still here. Sometimes he leaves early to go get it started. Mr. Science Geek, if you are here, you should let us know if you are streaming. Give Sashimi a big Bob hug for us when you see him. I might break him. Thank you, Deb. Thank you, everyone. Taylor Hernandez says, love you, Bob. Thank you. Love you, too. Thanks for the stream. Thanks, everyone, for being here. Oh, Mr. Science Geek is here. Did he say? I'm up next, fish people. There you go. Here, let's do this. There we go. Oops. Go to channel. We'll get the channel link for you, Mr. Science Geek. I'll try to stop in, but I do have some tank maintenance to do, so I might just be listening. I do lurk a lot. You guys know that. So here's Mr. Science Geek. He is streaming next. Check it out. That is the gaming YouTube. Sorry about that. I did it on the wrong one. But you can still find them. I seen you had them. Didn't know they died, though. See you, Bob. Take care. Yep. Thanks, everyone. Dank pissed me off, bro. All right. I guess we'll end it in that. Head on over to Mr. Science Geek. Super knowledgeable, fun guy. So otherwise, I'll be listening. Probably not doing much, but listening because I got to concentrate on my fish tanks. And hope you all have a great 4th. Stay safe, and I'll see everyone next week.